Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna show you how you can animate font awesome icons using JavaScript. So just now I have learned this and I thought to share with you. So in this video I'm gonna show you how you can actually animate font awesome icons using JavaScript. So if you don't know about font awesome, then definitely you need to check the documentation of font awesome. It's a library, it's a toolkit where you can find a bunch of icons, and these icons are free. You can use it in any project, right? So here it is, fontawesome.io/icons. It's a huge library. You can find hundreds, maybe even thousands of icons. You can find it here, and this has a latest version, that is 4.7. 41 new icons have been added in version 4.7. So you can find many icons here. So I'm gonna use a few icons, like 3 icons in this video, and I'm gonna show how you can actually animate those icons using JavaScript. Let's get started, right? So here I have created one file, and that file is animateicons.html. It's just a HTML file. We need only HTML file for this project. For this video we can play around with font awesome icons, and even we can animate in such a way that it looks beautiful on the screen, right? So it's just a HTML file, and that is animateicons.html. What I have done here is I have taken one div tag and I have given one ID, that is normal chain, and I have given the class fa, that means font awesome. And you can use font awesome. Let me tell you about font awesome, how you can actually use font awesome inside your project, inside your HTML file. You just need to link to use this link. You need to use this link to use font awesome. You can use it remotely through CDN link, right? This is a link, and you can find it here on Google by typing font awesome CDN, right? If you type this query, and you can find it here, that is bootstrap CDN. Just you need to copy the latest version of font awesome CSN, and then you need to paste it inside the href of a link tag. This is how it works, right? So I have included this link inside my HTML file. So now I'm gonna start using it, right? So I have taken one div tag and I have given the class as far, and let me show you how you can display the chain icon using font awesome, right? So here we'll find chain. This is the chain, and this has a Unicode, right? Every icon has a Unicode, and that is unique. You can use it to display this icon inside your JavaScript. But what I'm gonna do is here I'm gonna copy this class, these 2 classes, and I'm gonna paste it here inside the div, and we'll see how our chain looks in the browser. When I hit refresh, it looks so small because of the font size of this icon. We can increase the font size of this icon by using CSS font size. We can use this ID, right? We can use this font size 50 pixels. Save it and refresh it. It looks big now, right? What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna display this chain, this normal chain, and I want this chain to be broken every 1 second, in every 1 second, right? So for that we need to write one function in JavaScript, and let me show you how you can animate that icon using JavaScript. You just need to create one function, break chain, right? It's just a function, and let chain equals to document dot get element by id, right? You need to use this id, and chain dot inner html equals to the Unicode, right? So I want this chain to be normal when we refresh the browser, and I want this chain to be broken after a second, right? So first we need to keep it normal like this one. This is the normal chain, so we'll use this Unicode, right? F0C1 is the Unicode, you can see here, right? F0C1 is the Unicode. I'm gonna use this, and for the Unicode, let me show you how you can actually use Unicode inside JavaScript. You just need to give the ampersand, then the number sign, an X, and the Unicode, right? Then don't forget to put the semicolon here. It's just a rule you need to follow, and I'm gonna call one function set timeout because to be I want this to keep this icon animating for every 1 second, right? We need to call a callback function, right? chain chain dot inner html equals to, and now I'm gonna use one different function here. I'm gonna use one different function, that is the broken chain function. There is a broken chain icon, right? So the Unicode for this icon is F127. So let's give it here, ampersand, number sign, X, your Unicode, and then semicolon. This is the way you can do it. And I'm gonna say every 1 second. 1000 means every 1 second, right? So I'm gonna save this now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this function, that is break chain, right? Break chain, and I'm gonna refresh the browser. It is not refreshing. Let's give one comment here called call break function. Let's hit refresh. Still not working. We are missing something here. Yeah, this is the sorry this is the class which we need to repose, because if we are using a far link class, then we may not able to display the broken chain, right? We need to use only the class that is far. Let's save this and let's run it. It is not displaying on the browser because normal chain, and we need to use this, right? I'm missing something here. Let me check what I'm missing here. Chain dot right, let me check here. The break chain, yeah, let me copy this function, right? I'm gonna paste it here. Oh, we need to remove this, right? It's still not working. I got it now. What I was missing here is I was missing this function set interval function. We need to call this function break chain, and we want this function to be called for every 2 seconds, right? So if we use this function, if we set the interval, the chain will keep animating, right? Right now it is not animating at all, just because we have not set any interval for that. So let's say uh, keep animating. Chain will keep animating. We'll comment out this chain keep animating every 2 seconds, right? Now once we save this, we'll see the preview in the browser. Now you can see the chain is animating for every 2 seconds, right? So this is just one example, and it is easy to animate font awesome icons using JavaScript. You could also do it, and you could also use some animated icons inside your project. You can animate using JavaScript. Let me show you one more example, and let me give one break tag here, actually two break tags. Now we'll use one div tag with the class fa. And now don't get confused why I'm writing HTML like this. It's Emmet abbreviation. It's an extension. Emmet extension allows you to write HTML in this way. Div tag with the class fa. Once you hit tab, it will create a div tag with the class fa. If you don't know about Emmet, then don't forget to watch my previous tutorial on Emmet extension, which I have shown you in that video how you can install it and how you can use it inside the Visual Studio Code editor. So I was talking about the another example, and that example will be about the battery, right? So we will use this ID here, and what we will do here is we will create one another function. We will comment out this first, and we'll say animate sorry animate battery icon, right? Function and battery, we will use this function for the battery animation. Let battery equals to document dot get element by ID, right? And we will use this battery ID inside this, and we'll say battery dot inner HTML equals to some Unicode, and we'll see what Unicode we can use it here in this case. Let's search for battery icon, and let's search for the 0. We'll start with the 0, right? The Unicode of this battery icon is F244 ampersand number sign X, then copy this, right? And don't forget to put the semicolon here, and we'll see set timeout function. We'll use a callback function, and we'll say chain.innerHTML, right? Here it is, and we will use this icon, the battery one. The battery starts from 0, and it will continue increasing to 1, and that is 2, that is 3, sorry. We'll use this Unicode, right? And we will use this set timeout function, and we'll keep this to 2000 means 2 seconds, right? And we'll change it to 2. We will copy the same function and we'll copy here. We'll change it to 3000 and we'll change it to 1. Copy down the same function and change it to 4, that means 4 seconds, and finally it's the time to change to 0, right? Now we will call this function here, this battery function here, and we'll see how it looks inside the browser. The battery is not getting filled because we have not uh, set the time interval for this battery, right? We need to set the interval. Let me use this function here, right here, and let's change this to 5 and let's save and let's see the preview. The chain is getting broken but the battery is not getting filled. Let me check here what mistake I'm doing here. Everything looks fine but still not getting. Oh, sorry, I did a blunder. I need to copy this battery instead of copying chain. Let's change this to battery and let's see the preview inside the browser, right? Yeah, the battery is getting filled now. I was using chain. I'm extremely sorry for that. The chain was used in this function and I was trying to use it here. That was a blunder from my side. The battery is getting filled and the chain is getting broken. And now it's time to see the example of the hourglass. You might be wondering what hourglass is. Let me show you how it looks. It looks like this, right? We will use this because the hourglass will start from this icon and it keeps continuing to half and the ending part. We will use these 3 icons here. So let me take one div tag for using it, right? Let's use it here and let's say hourglass. Copy this hourglass and give it here for making it big on the screen, right? And let's call another function and that will be for the hourglass, right? Let's give one comment here, animation for hourglass. Let's give the comment and let's say let glass equals to document dot get element by id. Copy the same thing and let's copy the same timeout function as well, right? Let's say glass and the glass, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this Unicode, that is the starting Unicode of our hourglass 251 F251, and we will use this the Unicode 252, right? 252. We will use this and we will use another time and we will set one more timeout function, one more timeout uh, callback function for this, and that will be the ending part of the hourglass. Once it gets filled, the hourglass gets filled, we will use F253, right? And we will change it to 2000. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna call this hourglass function here, and let me show you the example, let me show you the preview on the browser. It is not showing at all. Let me check the mistake. Hourglass, sorry, I'm extremely sorry. I'm using the ID hourglass and I'm using it here as a glass, right? So let's see now. Yeah, the glass is getting filled, but it is not keep animating. For keeping it animating, we need to use the time interval function, like we have used in the above two functions. This one, set time interval. Let me copy this and let me paste it here, and let me change the icon, that is hourglass. Keep animating every 2 seconds, not every 3 seconds exactly. So let's change this to 3 and let's save this. Let's see the preview in the browser, and here is how it looks. It is not. Oh, we are using the battery function again. We need to use this hourglass function, right? So let's save and let's hit refresh button, and the three icons are animating, right? The first broken chain, and the second battery, and the last but not the least, that is the hourglass. The three icons are animating on the screen. This way you can animate your font awesome icons using JavaScript easily. It is not difficult as you are thinking. You can use these functions, and you can find my code on GitHub, and I'll paste the link, the source code link, in the description. There you can find it. Please like this video and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to watch my previous tutorials on Ionic and ASP.NET Core. You can find a playlist of Ionic 3 on my channel, and don't forget to share my videos with your friends. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.